Hello, my dear students. This is Melanie. It's nice to see you again, or at least you can see me. So for today's lesson, I wanted to do a quick repetition of the articles and also our so beloved cases. So let's start here. If you look at the slide, here we have our articles. You know, we have 3 of them. We had our very nice poster we already created. We have masculine, der, feminine, die, and neutral, das. And you can pick different colors. For example, here the masculine is blue, feminine is red, and the neutral is black. You can also use, green, any color you like. But just stick to the colors you chose. So then we also have the indefinite article. So that's the next one below. So we have der, that's the definite article, and then we have ein, that's the indefinite article for masculine. We have eine, that's the indefinite one for feminine, and we have ein, which is the indefinite article for neutral nouns. So please bear in mind, the articles always go together with nouns. Each and every single German noun needs an article. And you learn them with the article with the definite ones. So, der, die, or das. Yeah. Then, again, we have different words. The different words go together with different articles. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it does not. Here we have der Mann, the man. Der Mann, here it makes sense that it's der because it's a man, so it's masculine. Then we have die Frau. It also makes sense because it's a woman, it's a she, it's a feminine, so it's die Frau. And then we have das Kind. Well, the baby, it, you could say maybe, yes, maybe it makes sense as well. So here you can say it is kind of the natural, that's the natural article. It makes sense that der Mann is masculine, die Frau feminine, and maybe also das Kind, it's neutral, okay? This is the one example. Then let's look at these words here. Der Tisch, the table. Die Flasche, the bottle. Das Auto, the car. Here, the articles do not make any sense. So you should just learn them with the word. Of course, please bear in mind, one of our article rules we already had in class is that any word ending with an E in about 99% of the cases carries a feminine article die Flasche, ending in E. So der Tisch, the table, die Flasche, the bottle, das Auto, the car. And of course, again, we have our indefinite articles, ein Tisch, eine Flasche, ein Auto. And as you already know, how do we know which article we need? We do not. We have some rules, but it's just better to study the word with the article, with please every single noun. I beg you, please do it. You really need it. So let's look at some examples. Die Lampe, the lamp. Das Haus, the house. Das Auto, the car. Der Computer, the computer. Die Sonne, the sun. Der Vogel, the bird. Das Brot, the bread. Die Tomate, the tomato. Der Lehrer, the teacher. Die Lehrerin, a female teacher. And here you can also have it like this. The F is for feminine, the N is for neutral, and the M is for masculine. Good. So please bear that in mind and also go back to our rules that we wrote down for the articles if you want. But still, to be 100% sure, study the noun with the article. And now, we've had some cases, but we didn't have the chance to finish our cases in class. This is why I will start from the beginning, from scratch, with the first case, which is also called der Nominativ. Der nominative is always the subject of the sentence. For example, der Mann singt. You can, which means the man sings or the man is singing. Here you can ask, who is doing the action? Who is doing what? Who is active? Der Mann, the man. So that's the subject. Die Frau tanzt. That means the woman is dancing or dances. Here we can ask, who does the action? Who is dancing? The woman. So the woman is nominative, first case. Der Vogel fliegt. The bird flies. Who is flying? Or what is flying? Would also work. Doesn't always have to be a person. Here it's an animal, but it could also be a thing. Der Vogel fliegt. Who or what is flying? The bird. Das Kind schreit. The child is crying. The child cries. Who is crying? The child. Das Kind. Das Kind, the child. Der Professor liest. The professor is reading. Who is reading? Wer liest? Professor. And finally, der Hund bellt. The dog is barking. Who is barking? The dog. And of course we have our cat. Die Katze spielt. The cat is playing. Who or what is doing something? Who is active in the sentence? Who is doing the action or what is doing the action? Okay? So we've had the nominative, but here this was kind of a mix of a repetition and a reminder for you. Nominative is always the subject. The next case is new for you and it is not as often used as the other cases. It's called der Genitiv. Still, it is very important. We also call it the second case. So as I said, it's the most rare case as it's written here. And let me explain how it is used. Die Schwester des Arztes singt. Okay, so the purple one, des Arztes, that's the genitive. Des Arztes. So this is a possession. Whose sister? The doctor's sister. So the doctor's sister sings. And the doctor's, des Arztes, is the genitive. Der Sohn des Mannes tanzt. The man's son dances. Der Vogel des Nachbarn fliegt. The neighbor's bird flies. Das Kind der Frau schreit. The woman's child is crying. Der Professor des Kurses liest. The course's professor is reading. Der Hund des Kindes bellt. The child's dog is barking. Die Katze der Nachbarin spielt. The neighbor's cat is playing. Okay, so you, with the genitive or second case, you express a possession or origin. The neighbor's bird, the woman's child, the sister's doctor, and so on. Let's go to the next case, der Dativ. That's the third case. This is used very often and we've also had it. So let's look at the green parts here. Die Schwester singt mit dem Arzt. Mit dem Arzt is the dative, so we could ask, with whom is the sister singing? She's singing with the doctor. Sometimes we also ask, let's go to another sentence, das Kind schreibt dem Bruder. So the fourth sentence, das Kind schreibt dem Bruder. The child is writing to the brother, to my brother. Who got something? The brother gets something written. Or to whom is something being done? Something is being written to the brother. Okay, the child writes to the brother. The next sentence as well. Der Professor gibt dem Studenten ein Buch. The professor gives to the student a book. Just focus on the green part now. So gives to the student a book. To whom? Who gets something? The student. Dem Studenten. That's the dative. Or for whom is something being done? The professor does something for the student because the student gets the book. The book, by the way, is accusative, but you don't need that now, okay? Just dem Studenten dative. And then we have other examples with mit. Mit means with. Der Hund spielt mit dem Kind. The dog plays with the child. Die Katze klettert mit den Pfoten. So the cat is climbing with its paws. Der Sohn tanzt mit dem Mann. The son dances with the man. Der Vogel fliegt mit dem Wind. The bird flies with the wind. So you can ask to whom, for whom is something being done, who gets something. And finally, accusative, which is our fourth case, which is also very important. Here I have again the nominative in blue and then accusative, fourth case in red. And you can ask who is directly affected. Let's try that out. Die Schwester sieht den Arzt. The sister sees the doctor. Who does she see? Who is directly affected? The doctor is directly affected. Indirectly would be a dative, but here it's directly. Who does she see? The doctor. Der Sohn mag den Mann. The son likes the man. Who does he like? The man. The man is directly affected. Den Mann, that's accusative. Der Vogel liebt die Freiheit. The bird loves its freedom. What does it love? The freedom. It's directly affected. Ich brauche das Foto. Should also be in red. Das Foto. I need the picture. I need the photo. Who or what? In this case it's a what. What is directly affected? Das Foto. Der Professor korrigiert den Test. The professor corrects the test, the exam. What does he correct? The exam, directly affected. Ich suche den Stift. I'm looking for the pen. Der Stift, the pen. Ich suche den Stift. What do I look for? What is directly affected? Ein Stift. That's a pen, der Stift. And finally, die Frau liest den Artikel. The woman is reading the article. What is directly affected? Der Artikel, den Artikel in accusative, fourth case. Okay. And now I've introduced all of the cases step by step in different sentences. Please also use different colors for those parts, for nominative, genitive, dative, accusative. And now let's look at the sentence where we have all of the cases. You don't have to do that. So the man gives the mother's book to the girl. The man is our nominative, our subject. Who is doing something? The man is doing something. Gives is the verb, to give. In German, geben, to give. What does he give? The book. The book is directly affected. The mother's book, whose book is it? That's a possession, so we have a genitive here, genitive. And to whom does he give the book? To the girl. Who does he give it to? Who does he give the book to? To the girl, that's dative. And this is why the whole sentence in German would be der Mann, nominative, gibt, that's the verb is geben, it's an irregular one, we haven't had it. Gibt is like the third person, he gives, gibt, dem Mädchen, to the girl, the book of the mother. So this is our usual word order. Der Mann gibt dem Mädchen das Buch der Mutter. Der Mann, nominativ, dem Mädchen dativ, das Buch accusativ, der Mutter genitiv. You do not very often find sentences where all of the cases are combined, but at least there always is a nominative, because you need a nominative and a verb. The man gives would be nominative and verb. Der Mann gibt. You need that because you need to say what is happening, what is the action, and who is doing it. So you need at least those two to form a sentence. And I just wanted to give you a demonstration of a combination of all of the cases. You might have asked yourself, why do we need to know these cases? Well, as you know, we have got 4, and we need to know these cases because, well, they all tell us which kind of task has, which kind of object has the noun. The noun can be the active part, can be the part of the sentence, something that is done something to. It can be direct, it can be indirect, it can be a possession. So here again you see I have got der, die, das, and I also added the ein, eine, ein. So I have the definite and the indefinite article, and on the right hand side in the table you again can see the questions. So Nominativ, der Mann, who or what is doing something. In German, wer was. Des Mannes, Genitiv, whose, possession. In German, wessen. Third case, Dativ, dem Mann, to whom or for whom is something being done, who gets something. In German, we ask wem. Then fourth case, Akkusativ, den Mann, who is directly affected. In German, we ask wen was. And again, we combine. The man gives the mother's book to the girl. Der Mann gibt dem Mädchen das Buch der Mutter. And to practice a little more, another sentence. Die Professorin beurteilt die Klausur des Studenten. The professor, beurteilen is to grade, die Klausur, the exam of the student. So here we ask who? We ask who? The professor. What does the professor do? He or she grades. What is directly affected? The exam, die Klausur, that's accusative. And whose exam? Des Studenten, of the student or the student's exam. One more sentence. Der Regisseur zeigt dem Publikum einen Film. Again, der Regisseur zeigt, to show, dem Publikum, that's the audience, a film. What is directly affected? Ein Film. Einen Film, accusative. And again, I have got the translation here. Yeah, like der Mann gibt dem Mädchen das Buch, the man gives the mother's book to the girl, the professor grades the student's exam, ist die Professorin beurteilt die Klausur des Studenten, and der Regisseur zeigt dem Publikum einen Film, the director shows the audience a movie. We could have said shows to the audience a movie, even, to express this, to whom is something being done. So that's the indirect object, to whom, dative, dem Publikum, a movie, that's the direct one, accusative. So, then, let's go back to the genitive, to the second case. I've said we do not use it very often. Still, I want you to know it now. And as it is new, I want to go into detail here. How do we build the genitive? Okay, so you have to look at different nouns and it depends on the syllable. So for example, Lehrer has two syllables, Lehrer. So all of the nouns that have more than one syllable get an S for the genitives. So it would be der Lehrer, but the genitive would be des Lehrers. You see the purple S. Das Fenster, Fenster, also two syllables, des Fensters with an S. Then we have nouns with only one syllable. Der Mann, for example, the man. Then we have to add ES. Des Mannes, or das Buch, only one syllable. Des Buches, das Buch means the book. Des Buches, the books of the book. So this is always a possession or an origin, don't forget. Then we have some more endings. S, double S, then our sharp S, scharfes S, X, Z, TZ. All of those nouns with these endings always have ES for the genitive ending. Some examples. Das Glas, that's the glass. Des Glases is the genitive. Der Fluss, the river, des Flusses. Der Fuß, which is the foot, des Fußes. Das Gesetz, the law, des Gesetzes. Der Komplex, the complex, des Komplexes. Der Schmerz, the pain, des Schmerzes. Well, so please study those examples, write the sentences again, listen to this screencast as often as possible, and please try to come up with some of your own sentences. And let's say for April 15, so after the Easter break, please send me at least one sentence for each case, and then so it would be 4 sentences, 1 sentence for each case, and then another sentence, so 5 sentences, where you combine all of the cases. Well, I hope you're all fine. I hope you're all safe and sound at home, that you are healthy, and well, I'm happy to be able to explain some grammar to you in this way, and I will keep on doing this screencast. Have a very nice day today, and see you very soon. Bye!